Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Meridy here with day number 10 of our 12 days of Christmas, and I can't believe we're already on day number 10, but I am going to show you what I'm working with today. I have two pictures of my son. He is at Krispy Kreme's getting the elf theme donuts, and both pictures are very similar, and I was just going to pick one and scrapbook it, but then I thought to myself, I feel like a lot of you watching do not like to just scrapbook one little picture on a page, so I decided I'm gonna make this page incorporate both pictures, and that's fine. You can see the donuts a little bit better in this one, but I like his smile a little bit better in that one, so I'll just put both pictures on there. I don't care. So that's those pictures I'm gonna scrapbook. I pulled out the foam title that said "'Tis the Season," Holly Jolly Days, Festive, the little deer. I really love this patch of the gingerbread house and the little candy cane. So that's the ephemera that I think I for sure want to use on this layout. And then of course I still have pieces of some of the greenery and poinsettias and things here. I still have some of these little frames, and I think I want to use one. I think I'm going to use that little one. Because I want to get some of those, more of those used. And then I have little bits and pieces of ephemera that I have, and tags that I have left over that I haven't used yet. Let me see, are any of these tags good? The "Oh What Fun" tag is kind of cute for this layout. And then this will represent my journaling at the end. This is from my stash. It's just red and white baker's twine that I pulled from my stash to use because there's a lot of tags from the tag page here. So I've been using that baker's twine to tie a bow in the tags. And then I've got my snowflakes that I want to use. I've got some of my trim left. This was the subscriber freebie, and I want to use both trims on this page because I think that they'll look cute. This is my color swatch. If you need to see more about this, you would want to refer back to my unboxing video. I'll have all the videos and playlists for this whole series linked in the description of this video. So you can refer to different videos that I mentioned there. I have my little green leaves. I've got more titles here that I can use if I need to. I really love this word "festive." So I'm going to cut that apart. Okay, I already cut the "'Tis the Season" earlier, and I'm finally getting these used up. Maybe I will want to use a few of the snowflakes or something on here too. So we'll just keep these kind of handy. I've got my white alphabet stickers and my teal alphabet stickers, and I think I want to write "Elf Donuts" on part of my title, as part of my title. So I'm going to keep those handy as well. I am going to move them out of the camera just because otherwise it'll be very cluttered on my work surface. I've got tons and tons of scraps, guys. Let me get to those next. I'm not going to use any of these just because I've got a lot of things going on here already. I don't think I need any of the film strips. And then I've got, let me grab my pictures. I've got this red and white striped paper, but my pictures are so bright red, I probably am not going to use this part. I'll save it for another layout. I might use some of this teal. It's very bright and festive. I kind of like the bright side for this layout since my pictures are so bright. Let's see what I've got here. The back of this is holly leaves. I probably will not use them because I've got so much going on, but let me see. I may or may not use some of these, so I'll just set them off to the side. I've got my wood grain paper, which I probably won't use for this one. Oh, I've got this one. This paper will look really nice with this. It's that really bright red that his pants are. And on the back is little Santas, but I will probably stick to the gingham side for that. That's just packaging from something, not sure what. I've of course got my Simple Stories Snow Pine Lodge stickers, so I can definitely see myself using some of these, especially like look how bright those poinsettias and the boxes. So I'm probably going to use those for sure. I'm just going to set them off to the side for a moment. And then I've got my cut apart journal cards. So I can use those if I need them. And then of course I have this sticker sheet as well, which also coordinates. So back to the papers that I want to use. I'm just gonna kind of spread everything out and see what I've got going on in my scraps here. I'm not gonna go through all of these scraps on camera. I don't think I'm gonna use any pink. So I am gonna go through these scraps off camera, and I'm just gonna pull out a few that I think I can probably use on this layout, even if they're little tiny baby scraps. I won't keep these little tiny baby scraps after I'm done making this series. In my last video that I do make in this series, I will show you the pieces that I end up throwing away. But for now, I'm going to keep them in here, and I will just pull out what I think I could use on this layout, and I will be right back when I get everything pulled out. Okay, I pulled a bunch of scraps. I was thinking to use one of these, but maybe not on this page, just because I've got so much. I pulled a bunch of different sizes of this paper, so I can use the little ones first if that's what I'm going to use. And this is the packaging from the chipboard frames, but I really like the bright green because there's some bright green in my pictures. So I'm thinking I might make this a layering piece on my layout. So I've just got all kinds of different things going on here, and I have no idea exactly where I want to go with this. So I'm going to grab my white piece of paper for my background, and I'm just going to start building up. I'm going to mat my two pictures on red or white. Let me see. I'm going to mat them on white because I think I'm going to have so many layers that these pictures are not going to be back touching this white piece. So I'm just going to mat both of those pictures on white cardstock from my stash, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I've got these matted on just a very thin piece of white paper, and I think I'm just going to build this layout from the center and just like start layering like this and just clustering and layering pieces up, and it's just going to be a very center-based layout. So I'm just gonna start layering things in here. This red paper right here is just from my stash. It is not from the kit. So for that layer right there, if you're following along exactly with me, you are just going to want to pull something from your stash for that. And I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just trying different pieces in different places until I find something that looks pleasing to my eye. And I'm keeping in mind that I do have a lot of embellishments as well that I'm going to be putting on here. So I just have to remember that there's going to be even more layers of that. And I think I am going to go ahead and trim this paper down. Let's see. It is right now almost, it's like between 4 3/4 and 5 inches tall. I'm just going to trim 4 inches off of it. And this will, what you have left of that scrap just depends how many ornaments you cut in the layout that we made with the ornaments. So you might not have quite the same size piece as I did right there, or you might. And then I think I'm just liking putting a little bits and pieces under here, and I'm trying to get some green on both sides, like a little darker, more vibrant colors on both sides. I think I need some more lighter colors over here. I am gonna try to use a little bit of this one, but I think I'm just gonna cut, so this piece is 6 inches tall. I'm gonna cut 2.5 inches wide. So it's 6 inches tall and 2.5 inches wide right there. Let's see how that looks over there. Oop. And again, I'm just moving these to make them overlap and fit. There is probably no wrong way to do this, and you could do this in a lot of different combinations. Okay, I think I like this so far, just like this. I wonder if I could put another little red over there, and maybe, what other colors did I get here? Got tags. Oh, what fun. I might not use this tag. Or maybe I'll use it up there. I feel like this side is looking good. This side I might need some more color, but it also depends where my titles are gonna set. So maybe I can try 'Tis the Season, Festive. I might have too many phrases, you know, I might not be able to use all those. Oh, I have this festive cut out too. I really kind of like the cursive one a lot, so I probably won't use that one. The little gingerbread house and the reindeer. And if I have 3 little embellishment clusters, I can do 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll do the 3rd one down here, and maybe 1 up here. I'm wondering if I can fit this tag in. I feel like I need this tag to be not so much space between the top and the word "Oh what fun." So I'm gonna do a little maneuvering here. Cut some of the space out. And then it's not so tall. And I can probably put a strip of paper or a little bit of trim or something on that break where it's not attached anymore. And I kind of like it like that. And then, oh, what fun. I don't need the exclamation point showing after fun. I'm fine that the house is kind of covering it up. But I think that that looks a little better. It's not so tall out there. And then I wonder if I can raise that up a little. Oh yeah, that looks better to me. Okay, I still have this guy that I thought I wanted, but maybe I don't have a place for it right now. Do I want to write Elf Donuts somewhere? I'm gonna grab my alphabets. I'm thinking I'm gonna need to use the white. Nope, I can use the teal alphabets and spell out elf. And then donuts. Or just festive donuts might be fine. I don't even really need the word elf. So festive donuts is what I think I will call that. And I think I'm gonna need to move everything up a little. Okay, before I adhere anything down, I'm gonna decide if I need a little bit of mixed media in the background, because I'm not sure. I don't think I need this. Let's see. I'm gonna cut a little strip of this about 5 inches long. So this is already 2 inches wide, so now it's 2 inches wide and 5 inches long. Because I feel like I need a little bit of this teal color over here too. Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is adhere all of these things together, not necessarily adhering them to the back of the layout. I'm just gonna get them adhered together so I can pick this up as one solid piece and move it around and it's not all slipping and sliding. So I'm gonna go off camera to do that and I will be right back. Okay, so we have this all adhered together, but not adhered to the back. As you can see, I'm moving it around. And I think I want to add something to the back of this layout. But I don't know what. And maybe I just need to mat the whole thing on red or frame it with some red. I think it would look nice framed in some red strips. So what I'm gonna do here is take this is from my stash, this piece of red. So you might wanna just get we used a little bit back here. This is 12 inches long and I'm going to cut it into strips that are 1/2 inch thick. So I'm gonna cut 4 1/2 inch thick strips of this red. And you could use any color for this. It doesn't have to be red. You could use black or green or teal. Any color that matches this layout I think would be great to use for this part. And what I'm going to do is adhere them on the 4 edges, but I'm not gonna put adhesive into the very corner yet because I'm gonna miter the edges after I get them all adhered. So what I'm doing is I'm just adhering these strips right to the very edge of the paper, but not in the corners. So don't put any adhesive in the corner yet. We'll come back and add adhesive to the corners in a minute. So let me get all 4 of these sides down and then I'll show you how to miter the edges. Okay, so I've got these adhered down, and what I'm simply going to do to miter the edges is go in from the corner and lift them a little bit off of the background paper and just cut from the corner like that. And the 2 little triangles will come off and your edges will be mitered and you can adhere them down then so that they don't lift up. I will do one more on camera for you and then I'll do the last 2 off camera. So just gonna go in right here, trim it like that, and then go ahead and adhere down the ends. Okay, so we'll do that to all 4 corners, and they give the corners a nice mitered finished look. I'm not sure if you could tell it very good on camera, but it's just a nice finished look instead of being overlapping like that. Okay, now that that is done, I think I can go ahead and adhere my whole centerpiece that I've got in one big chunk. And I think that's a good place. Let me see if I need to get it a little higher. Oh, I'm gonna move it just a little higher. Okay, and then I can start adhering down these things. I do want to adhere this "Oh What Fun" tag because where that is adhering to the page dictates where some of these other things lay on the page. So that will go in place first. And then I'm just gonna use a little strip of this ribbon. You could use a little strip of paper if you don't have the ribbon, to be the dividing line where that tag connects back. So it covers up that seam between the top and the bottom of the tag, because if you remember, I cut that tag apart. And I'm going to come back in here and tie a little bit of baker's twine through the hole on the tag, but I'll do that in a little bit. Probably off camera. I'll just tie it in a little bow in the same way that I tied it on a couple of other videos that I've done this series. Okay. And then I like to use my Aleene's Tacky Glue for fabric because I think it just holds fabric so nicely. And then I'm going to start putting the rest of these things that I've got out right now down on foam, down off camera, but I will come back when I start adding more pieces. So let me just get these to begin with, and then I'll be right back. I did not adhere the word donuts yet because I might put stuff under it, and I'm deciding if I want to put a little bit of red fabric there. I think I'm just going to cut off a little, like about 2.5 inch piece of red trim and just move it around in different places and see where it looks good. And I might put a couple pieces around. Okay, for now, I'm gonna leave one in there. Okay, I'm gonna grab my sticker sheets and get those going. Okay, so I really do want to focus on this sticker sheet first because it's so bright, like the colors of my pictures. And I really do like that up there. And I think I'm kind of liking this look where the embellishments are going diagonally across my layout. So I think I'm going to keep that going. I think that was covering up the deer's face too much, so I just moved it down. But I am going to grab a few more things. I've got a couple more poinsettias. They're not super bright, so I'm not too sure if I can use them, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna pop this up on foam tape because I do know wherever I do want to put it, it's gonna need to, I think I'm gonna put it down here somewhere, and it's going to need to be a little bit dimensional, just with everything else that I've got going on here. I've still got candy canes and I want to get some of these on there. I think these will add a lot, especially the red ones. I don't really like that down there. Okay, what happens when I take out this? I really do like that. Let me see if I need another little piece anywhere. I feel like I need another little piece of this too to make the third little area. I've just got a lot going on here. But I don't dislike it. Maybe when I get rid of this ruler, it will be a little more clear. So I'm gonna glue down the word donuts. I just add a little extra adhesive to the back of those because sometimes they're not super sticky. So I'm gonna go off camera and get that adhered and then look at this as a whole and see how it's looking. So maybe I'll take a couple of, oh, that's even busier. No, I don't want to do that. I think my eye really does need to rest in this area. It feels kind of empty right there at the same time though. Okay, I'm gonna put these little pieces here. I kind of think I have a lot going on with all of these snowflakes and red fabrics. So I think I'm going to take them off and see how much it loses when I take them off. And that will be my deciding factor of whether or not I keep them, is if it looks barren when I remove them. So here we go. I mean, I still love it like that. I don't know. I think, let me get everything adhered down and put them back. Okay. Then, do we need that one? That one looks fine. Do we need this one? Maybe without a snowflake? Maybe it's, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I just think this other one down here was a little too much. This layout is definitely a more is more layout as it is. There's a lot on here, but I think that last piece might have just been a little too much. So let me get the rest of this adhered, and I will show you where I plan on putting my journaling. As you can see, I'm using Eileen's Tacky Glue for a lot of these things. I use it for all the trims. I'm going to use it for all these wooden snowflakes. I like using it for wood and fabric the best because I think it just holds really well. And it dries fairly quickly, which is another reason why I like it. I still have one more little piece of this. It looks really nice down there still to me. I'll let it sit there while I talk for a minute. So if you were inspired by this layout, either to recreate this exact layout using your December Flannel and Frost kits and the Christmas Supplemental kit, if you created it exactly like this with the exact same pieces, or if you just created it with a few of the pieces, or even if you just used this as a model and made a layout from your stash inspired by this layout, we would love to see it on our Not Just for Boys Kit Club community Facebook group, and I will link that in the description of this video. My journaling has no space at all. It will honestly probably go right here, just at the bottom. Let's see. Do I need this up here? No. Nope. I don't think so. yeah, if you enjoyed my video and you want to see more process videos, I make about 8 process videos a month using our current month's kit. This month, of course, I'm making 12 layouts for the 12 days of Christmas. So this month, December, is an exception. But all the other months, I make about 8 or 9 process videos using our current month's kit. So you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already done that. And we have a subscription option now at Not Just for Boys Kit Club. You can subscribe to our kits. I will link that in the description as well. I'm gonna pull out a little scrap of trash here. Do I need to make an outline around this layout? And if I do, what color? I kind of like the green. I don't want to ruin this, but I think I want to do a little outline. And I'm just using this gel pen. I will link these in the description of this video as well, from Amazon. They come in sets, I think, of 14 colors. So they're really good for using to outline layouts and stuff like that, or journaling. They are really good for journaling as well. So I will link that in the description of this video too. But other than that, guys, I think that's everything for this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you were inspired. Merry Christmas. Bye.